And welcome back to Daily Wrap. Let's hear from some of you, shall we? We have some viewer comments, and if you have some, please go to newsmaxtv.com/comments. Let your voice be heard. Like this guy, Alvin Gleaton, who loves his exclamation points. He says, and this is in reaction to the Tennessee shootings, the only way is to arm everybody, 2 exclamation points. Only a good man with a gun can stop a bad man with a gun, 4 exclamation points. If everybody is armed, then a terrorist can't kill people like shooting fish in a barrel. Remember what happened in the Houston terror attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exclamation points. Then he goes to caps. Shooters usually look for gun-free zones, 3 exclamation points. They should be outlawed, 2 exclamation points. Okay, Amy, exclamation points aside, does Alvin have a point?
Well, I don't know necessarily that recruiting center was unarmed. You think if it was a military facility.
Not a lot of Marines who are unarmed.
Right, exactly. But I think that there is a larger point when it comes to foreign policy, that President Obama recently said that you can't fight ideology with guns. Well, I think that is a fundamental misunderstanding of ISIS. It is not merely an ideology. It's not people just hashtag jihad. We're talking about an organization that is seizing land, seizing territory, seizing resources, oil resources, enslaving people. This is an actual political movement.
Can I sum that up for you?
Not just jihad.
Because we agree on that. Can I sum this up for you? I think they are more criminal organization than they are Muslim jihad. I think that they are trying to reenact the mafia, and that's what they're all about. They're about the money. They are about
money, land, and they use religion as an excuse to obtain it.
That's one analysis, but I also think they are true believers. And they are imposing Sharia both for power and also out of their religious conviction.
I have a feeling they're breaking some Quran rules along the way.
Yeah, I do too.
That's just me, but I get it.
You have actually seen that with the terrorists. If you remember 9/11, going down to a strip club and getting a lap dance before going off.
But these guys are
and in Jersey, no less. Trust me, they're not quality.
These guys are breaking a lot of Quran rules, and it's because they are about the money. We talked about this in Palmyra, where there was all this fear about them destroying all of these sacred artifacts. And I said, no, they're not going to destroy them. They're going to sell them.
And selling them on the black market.
That fuels the army and fuels the
But we're not going to defeat ISIS with hashtags. Okay.
Right, hashtag diplomacy, we're all in agreement on that. Anyway, Donald Trump continues to rise in the polls and is creating a bit of trouble for other candidates vying for cash and, more importantly, a coveted spot in the first debate on August 6th, which is limited to 10 of 74 GOP candidates. For example, Senator Lindsey Graham, who should have some serious credibility, currently will not have high enough poll numbers to be able to participate in the Fox debate. Graham, not happy about it.
Brad Pitt would be in the debate in August. Anybody with any celebrity would be in the debate. I think this is a dumb way to weed out the field. I don't mind weeding out the field over time, but a national poll tests celebrity, big states have an advantage versus small states people have run before, have an advantage over those who haven't. It's July, for God's sakes. So a national poll is a lousy way, in my view, to determine who should be on the stage, and I, quite frankly, resent it.
I think Pitt would be interesting in the debate, but that's just me. Rick Perry is not high enough in the polls to make the debate, so his super PAC is launching a $1 million national ad campaign in order to boost his chance to be included. John Kasich, where the debate will be held in his home state of Ohio, and Carly Fiorina, who has campaigned, we all agree on the panel, quite effectively, also not making the cut right now. Obviously, Graham is angry that Trump and other candidates are spending a lot of money to boost their poll ratings to make it into the debate. Is it just plain old competition, or is Trump a distraction that will force out other possibly more qualified presidential candidates, Rick Unger?
Well, first of all, Trump is spending no money so far. He's doing it all because he doesn't have to,
He's
right?
losing money, actually.
And here's something for Lindsey Graham to think about. Maybe if you were not on television 75 times a day, every day, all week long, you'd have a case to make. But the fact of the matter is, we all know what you think because we can't turn on our television sets without seeing you. He gives new meaning to the phrase overexposed, and that's hurting Lindsey Graham.
Interesting.
I would love
thoughts
to see
on
Lindsey Graham up on that stage as a very knowledgeable, credible United States senator on these issues, and by the way, a great talker. Lindsey Graham, I don't know if you remember when he was on the House side and the presidential impeachment, and he was on TV all the time. This is a guy with great aphorisms, witticisms. He understands the issue. A very clever, bright guy who I think would be able to underline and underscore the issues of the day.
So So shouldn't there just be 2 debates, and you just put 16 names in a hat, and 8 go one night, and 8 go the other, and
I like
we
your
could
idea
sample
with
it that way.
the
The
balls
balls.
and yeah,
NBA
exactly.
lottery.
Yeah, the lottery system.
Yes.
I think that's a great idea.
For those who didn't see it, I mean, what do you think about that, though? If you're the network that's holding that debate, you get twice the ratings, which is great. But then
Right.
everybody gets to see these folks. Now you could say, well, there is another debate, but it's on in the middle of the afternoon. Not a lot of people will see it. So
Do 2 nights in a
Absolutely
row.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that too, but I'll tell you what, Lindsey Graham is the wrong person to be crying the blues over it. He is so overexposed. I mean, he and John McCain, it's silly.
Yep, he's not even getting 1%, which is
I
remarkable.
mean, we do this for a living, and he's on TV way more than us.
That's true. That's a hard thing to
He is a
do.
United States Senator.
Yes. Anyway, the
What about
brother
the
of
rest
the
of
woman shot and killed an undocumented immigrant in San Francisco is finally speaking out. We'll tell you what he had to say next. Do not go anywhere.